Okay, here's the next issue that I'd like to see brought up. Everyone sits back, they say global warming this, global warming that. We have to get away from fossil fuels. Okay, great. Let's get away from fossil fuels. Now, wind energy, yeah, that can be a help. Solar energy, that can be a help. We can do quite a bit with solar energy, especially if we get together, tell our state and city governments that we want them to start putting solar panels on all government owned buildings and use this energy to offset their energy costs. Government uses a lot of electricity, computers, lights, any kind of electronic or electric equipment from, like I said, for computers to lights and air conditioning units. There's a lot that can be taken up, but we can do more than that. The United States is sitting on a giant piece of geothermal energy called Yellowstone National Park. This park was set aside so that future generations could use this park. Now, we are future generations. You have to admit that from when it was first set up. And if done properly, tourists won't even see it unless they go on the tour. This could be making up a vast majority of our electrical output for the United States. Our country is an energy driven economy. Without cheap, efficient energy sources, our economy hits the skids. And what's happening right now is a darn good example of what I'm talking about. If you look at the way oil prices started to go up, the economy started to go down. Let's get some cheaper energy sources, and geothermal would be one of the best. You want to do hydrogen. Well, if you've got a geothermal fuel source and a geothermal power plant, then it doesn't matter where you get your hydrogen from. You can run power lines to both coasts from Yellowstone. You can build a power plant large enough to service extreme amounts of landscape, not just the United States. And we could do it within the next decade. By 2020, we would have it. And we could look at the rest of the world and be a major supplier of energy across the globe. This is a workable item. Sure, it's like going to the moon. Yeah, it's going to cost a lot of money. But you know what? In the long run, it's something that's going to help the country. It's going to put people back to work. Think about it. You have carpenters. You have steel workers. You have electricians. You're going to need electric turbines. You're going to need all kinds of items. There's going to be a lot of people going to work. Now, as far as the power plants that go out, hey, you're going to need some of these workers up here at this power plant to run the darn thing. So you aren't going to lose that many jobs. And you're going to need booster stations across the U.S. anyways. You know, it's a big country. It's a big continent. But we can do it. We are the people who can do this thing. Other people in other countries may not, but we can. And if you don't think it's going to work, look at Iceland. Iceland is a smaller country. They do quite a bit, if not all their electrical, on geothermal, along with a lot of heating. Hey, if they can do it, why can't we? What, are they more advanced than we are? Are they better workers than we are? No. We have the strongest economy in the world, and it can get back there again. Let's get together. Let's talk about this. Let's get our politicians off their butts Because when we have cheap energy, we have more people working. When we have more people working, we have less poverty, less problems. Let's get back in business. And let's get to a point where, hey, maybe we could pay for electricity instead of paying taxes. This could be a big boost to not only state but federal governments. Let's try it. Let's discuss this.